Good morning, y'all. Today I took the day off today and slept in and cleaned some house and done some laundry and kind of slipped my mind to do this morning. I'm just kind of running late, I guess. I'm going to sponsorship this weekend at at one of my buddy's house. We're going to be there all weekend, so I'm getting ready, prepared for that. But today I have 6 months. 6 months clean. 6 whole months. 180 days. Seems crazy. February 16th. Service and carrying the NA message. Everything that occurs in the course of NA service must be motivated by the desire to more successfully carry the message of recovery to the addict who still suffers. Basic text introduction. Of all the spiritual principles in this book, service may be the most directly related to action. Service has a place in our hearts, minds, and souls, but we aren't practicing this principle unless we are doing something. Our primary purpose in Narcotics Anonymous is service. Essentially, that means carrying the message of recovery to the still suffering addict, who can be any of us at any moment. Participating in service to other addicts, both on an individual level and with the fellowship, helps us to keep each other and NA alive and thriving. We often say there are no musts in NA, but the basic text says otherwise. In one of its earliest passages. Depending on who we are, where we are in our recovery, or even what we ate for breakfast that morning, we may find this direction: that all of NA service must be motivated by our primary purpose, either inspirational or distressing. Some of us may be more driven than ever to carry the message. Others may start to second guess our motivations for service. We may get defensive at the absoluteness of the statement that everything we're doing must be motivated by purest, most fundamental desire to help another. Really? All the time? Truthfully, the framework of NA, the steps, traditions, concepts, and principles are indeed oriented toward our singular purpose because of the simplicity of service as a principle and its reliance on action to practice it, showing up in all we have to do. Really, go to a meeting, share what's going on, answer the phone when our sponsees call, pitch in for seventh tradition, fill the tea kettle. We come early and stay late. Our purely motivated desire to carry the message won't always be there, but we take action anyway. That's service in a nutshell. Simply, I carry the message to the still suffering addict today with intention. I'll contemplate my level of desire and practice willingness along with service. Yeah. So, there's a lot of days like this right here is service for me, and I don't talk about this in meetings or anything like that because it's not. It's really not anybody's business, and I'll do this just out of the for hopefully that somebody hears this message, or somebody's having a hard day can listen to this and it can turn their day around, or it can give them information. And this is a big part of the service and a way that I can give back to the still suffering addict that's out there struggling. So. And I think we all find it, we all find our little rut, and that's, whatever that is, so I chair meetings and I go to meetings, I share my experience in meetings, I give people rides when I can, guys come out of prison, I give them stuff. What I can, I do what I can for people, but at the same time, like I used to be really bad to do a whole lot for somebody and put myself out. So I really stay vigilant on not doing that anymore. So, but, at the same time, it's just boundaries, just having those boundaries. So, faithful feelings. February 16th. When we refuse to accept the reality of today, we are denying faith in our higher power. This can only bring more suffering. IP number 8, just for today. Some days just aren't the way we wish they would be. Our problems may be as simple as a broken shoelace or having to stand in line at the supermarket, or we may experience something far more serious, such as loss of a job, a home, or a loved one. Either way, we often end up looking for a way to avoid our feelings instead of simply acknowledging that those feelings are painful. No one promises us that everything will go our way when we stop using. In fact, we can be sure that life will go on whether we're using or not. We will face good days and bad days, comfortable feelings and painful feelings, but we don't have to run from any of them any longer. We can experience guilt, we can experience pain, grief, sadness, anger, frustration, all those feelings we once avoided with drugs. We find that we can get those through those emotions clean. We won't die, and the world won't come to an end just because we have uncomfortable feelings. We learn to trust that we can survive what each day brings. Just for the day, I will demonstrate my trust in God by experiencing this day as it is. And yeah, I'm kind of in a place right now, man. I had something, man, I had something happen to my brother, and it's, without putting myself out, I try to always, be there for my brothers, but it sucks when it's like inside of our family. So we're having a little spat over, people. Me and Jason, my brother, relapsed a lot, and some people, in our family, like, I guess I feel like, we'll never be respected, like we should, or, we have to, be treated a certain way or let people talk to us a certain way. And they don't really do that to me because I'm pretty live, but, and I just don't allow it. But my brother, one of my brothers, he's kind of more, he lets things slide and just tries to keep the peace, because, man, we've done things in the past, and, but that doesn't mean like we're held to those things. That doesn't mean that's who I am for the rest of my life. I seen this guy say that yesterday. Stop letting people treat you like you still live in the past, like you're still a fucking drug addict junkie. And I refuse for people to treat me like that. And, family or not, it doesn't matter who it is. And I'm not that person anymore. And I guess that's, why I struggle, with a lot of people around here is because, they think, I guess they're all just waiting, right? They're waiting for me to go get high. They're waiting for me to mess up. They're waiting for me to go to jail, and it's like, why do that? Why not love me, right? Because if I go to jail, I'm the one suffering. If I go get high, I'm the one suffering. I understand people are going to be hurt, and I understand that. But like, nobody went to jail with me. Nobody did that stuff, and I know that, and I clearly understand that, that people would be hurt. But you can't, if you truly love me, like, you can't treat me like that, right? You can't treat me like I'm below you. You can't treat me, and I struggle with that. I really do. So. And there are people that they try to treat me like that, and I just can't be around them, right? Because, I guess another thing with, growing and being in recovery is, not reacting, right? And that's really hard for me, because, I like to most definitely tell people about themselves if it affects me. And the bottom line is, it probably ain't going to change anything. So, man, I do try to keep the peace, and my way of keeping the peace is staying the fuck from around that shit. So, but yeah, man, I definitely got some things on my mind, but I'm gonna go to the new meeting. Man, I hope all y'all have a good day, good weekend. I'm gonna take my books with me, and I'm gonna be broadcasting from somewhere different, not from my little Serenity hole. My little room here. So I love you guys. You guys have a good Friday, good weekend. Don't get high no matter what. Call your sponsors. Go to a meeting. Go to a fucking meeting.